Welcome. Hi. We're going to be diving into how people are presently perceiving you, your energy, because you've changed. You've changed. And when change occurs, and for whatever reason, I'm noticing that my owl back here is, we need a, yeah, lock in. That seemed significant for some of you. Now, we got some perfectionists here. Like, normally, I'm very on top of making sure things are looking right in the frame. I'm also noticing that this monitor is a little unstable. Maybe people are seeing you as a little unstable. Let's see if we can prop you up a little bit better there. Context. That seems important here. I don't know why this is all a part of the message. Also, my Umbreon card just fell. So something... Okay. Hold on. We gotta... If you're new to my content, everything kind of connects in this giant web, and that's how I do things here. If you don't like that, that's okay. There's plenty of beautiful beings out there to connect to your energy. Interesting. That might have been a signal for some of you. Some of y'all need to scoot on by, find somebody else. I'm not for everybody, and I love that about myself. I go by 8th house Mercury here because I tell real, raw, honest truth, and a part of that truth is talking about the lived experience that I move through. I moved recently, and it was a little bit of a chaotic move. I'm going to share a story time, a whole breakdown of the magicalness that it was. The only two things that got damaged in my move was my monitor screen. About a quarter of it, I have two monitors, a quarter of it was not working, and I just replaced it. Actually, this one over here is the new one. And then also, I have a folding phone. Yes, I have it. The middle crease was actually starting to do the thing that it does with these phones. But I had had the phone for a long time. And so about this perception, right? There's something, and again, the instability there, people are seeing you as in like not stable, but it's because I'm feeling into this sort of, it doesn't, saying that you are being perceived as unstable doesn't sound kind, but I want to break it open in the sense that you're normally somebody who is very like baseline, like just steady. And so to see somebody like you kind of making waves is interesting, and people are witnessing it. Okay, let's dive deeper. Also, I know I said my account name, but my name's Izzy, if you haven't met me. Welcome. Oh, okay, tell me more about how the collective here is being perceived. Okay, we have the 11th house coming out, and immediately this is drawing my attention to online spaces, community. We might be talking about the eyes of a larger community witnessing you. You might have an audience of people observing you. When I tune into the 11th house, it's ruled by Aquarius. And my personal interpretation of Aquarius, by the way, I'm a professional astrologer. That's a base thing that I do. Aquarius, it's kind of like the human cloud. It is the collective consciousness that we're all connected to. And so I like to perceive this a bit like the internet and how we are able to connect instantly. Like you're connecting with me, a version of me in the past, in the present. It's timeless. It's really cool. And I feel like there is this larger audience. I'm seeing like numbers, like amount of likes, like maybe there's a heightened perception, but this really feels like how a larger group is observing you. We have 33 coming out. Wow. Wow. Okay. I have felt this deepening in the shifts that I've moved through, that I'm connecting a lot more to fellow readers or people who also put themselves out on a platform such as YouTube, the clock app, the other apps, all these other places that you can be witnessed. And okay. I really, this 33 is speaking a lot to me, seeing the interlinking of the spine and the serpents. Interesting. I want to go a layer. Yeah, we're going a layer deeper because what's coming to mind is what people are seeing the results of the work that you've done in the shadows, in the background, in the underworld, in the lower world. And I'm speaking more in a tone talking about shamanism in the like lower places, in the root system. I'm seeing like the base of the spine, right? Your root chakra. People are seeing the result of work that you've done behind the scenes. And it really is that sort of infamous tale that we all witness when people kind of have those um like a break in their experience. Like I'm thinking of right now Zara Larson. I've been a fan of hers for a long time. And I when I would bring up some of her songs like in the past like 7 years ago, 10 years ago, people are like, "Who are you talking about?" And I'm like, "I thought she was well known." And only now that she's come to like this new level of fame that um people know her. And the sort of trajectory, it's like that moment of like, and it really feels like you're now embracing the magnificence that is you. You've been in this 33 energy for a long time. And what this represents is it's a high numeric number in the angel numbers. And interesting. I'm gonna actually dive into what Devaney wrote about this. Oh, actually, yeah. Okay. The numbers 33. I've never actually looked at it in here. Oh, wow. Christ consciousness, love, unity, spirituality, kindness, visionary. The master number 33 represents Christ consciousness and love in its purest form. Its mission in life is to be a masterful healer and the visionary for all humanity. As a double three, the 33 amplifies enthusiasm, creativity, and the heartfelt communication of the three, also while tapping into the nurturing spirit of the number 6. It's the 33's purpose to lead by example, teaching all humanity the power of unconditional love. The question here is, where can I shine my light and give more love to those who need it? That's what I feel like you've been inquiring about. And I know we're talking about how people are perceiving you. And I finally feel that people are seeing you the way that you've been really desiring to be seen, which is such a, and I almost feel this kind of shell shock moment of like, oh, that is how I've been desiring to be seen. And we have 11 here at the bottom too. Okay. I feel like there's a bit more that I want to speak to this 33 card. It just, I really want to name the work that you've done on yourself to get to this level. And levels feels so crunchy to say. To get to this state of depth of unconditional love for self and unconditional love for other, it's powerful. And that's not to say you don't have human moments of drifting back into fear stories and whatnot, but you are being seen in that energy. You are being seen in this. Okay. And we have 1. Okay, tell me about this perception. We have 1 descendant and Gemini. You might be a Sagittarius rising, potentially. This is interesting. Because what I'm picking up with this is that you have a lot of eyes on you, but I also feel that a lot of people perceive you as their ideal partner, which is really, really interesting. I would love to know, like, and this feels very specific for people that have a lot of eyes on them, right? Whether you, I heard like a Fortune 500, like, interesting. Big audiences. I'm seeing like TED Talks. I'm seeing, okay. Yeah, I'm seeing people are perceiving you as their like the one. With this Gemini and Descendant, it's almost like the match, an equal match. Okay, Spirit's saying this is a specific thread. Somebody, okay. There is one person who is seeing you as a divine match for them. Interesting. Tell me a bit more about that. Because I was like, how does this relate? Okay, yeah, we have 2 and then 9. This person, yeah, the way they're perceiving, oh, and I just got a calendar notification again. Okay. The way this person is seeing you is that your guys' belief systems are a mirror to each other, that they mesh together, that they connect together. And how else are they perceiving the collective here? The north and south node. The eclipse portal is coming up, and I know I've been tapping into this sort of encounter that might be coming. My last video kind of tapped into this, so I'm curious if maybe this is a thread from that. This person, again with the Christ consciousness that we picked up on, it's being seen and felt through you as well. I picked that up, and my readings tend to have like a greater thread throughout the collective space, and some people will tap in at certain moments, and it was just 11:11 on the timer, and some people not. So maybe check that out potentially. Uh yeah, I heard like this is feeling like there's only a certain there's a again this window of opportunity that just keeps coming in, a window of opportunity. There's like a very clear like ending and beginning that's happening in this person's life, and how they're seeing it projected onto you is like, it's like I got to do it now or else I'm going to regret not doing it. Very interesting. Okay. We completing that for now. We might jump back to that. Can we connect to other eyes? Interesting. There's Pisces coming out and Scorpio. Here, fixed. Here, first quarter. This lens of perception, perception and perspective, very similar words. Perception. Perspection. I love it. Interesting that that happened, because it's almost like this merging of wow. That Freudian slip and misspoken word really opened into a beautiful thing in this observation I'm having here with the cards, is that the way people are seeing you is like you are, they meet, I can't make this up, but they meet God when they meet you. To love another person is to see the face of God. You're, because I'm seeing the link between Pisces and Scorpio and the first quarter is like you have tapped into like directly channeling the Piscean energy in one-to-one connections. So when people get to have the opportunity of connecting to you, it's like, holy shit. I wouldn't be surprised if people do fall in love with you immediately, because and it really does. Wow. Okay. Now this is making sense. This is, god damn, you guys are really wielding something beautiful here, and it's unconditional love. And most of the collective, right? The consensus people, or muggle or asleep, however you want to name them, don't have this experience. They haven't touched into this space, and that's no fault of their own. They're touching into it when they see you. And it can be there's another side of the coin with this experience where they may become obsessive and or like, oh, you're my soulmate kind of energy, because of how raw and pure your love is. And it just is. And you're not really like in love with everybody. You're just love. You are love. And that's how people are perceiving you. And it's a It's a bit complicated for some people. That's so funny. We have the sword, the forest, and the river. Yeah, you're rolling, like, you're setting people free. You're setting people free. Oh, I feel like adjusting my body. Interesting. There's a lot of energy moving through. Tell me a bit more about this, the siren. Yeah. You're holding a lot of power right now, and that's how you're being perceived. It's almost, I'm like, this is how Jesus probably felt, where he's like, I'm just showing you everything that is possible within you and trying to teach the tools to other people. And that's a part of it. And some come here. Come on. You gonna come up or no? He's circling me like a little shark. No, you're just gonna flop on the floor? Okay. Yeah, it's hot today. That's why I have my fan going. The river, the forest, the sword. Again with this like unstable energy, and that's where some people might not find you trustworthy because of how kind you are. That's the other side of the sword where people are seeing you like, I know that if I get, yeah, now we're talking about the other side of the coin where it's like on one side, like people with a good sense of equilibrium will be like, wow, what a blessing. I got to interact with this human. How beautiful. I got to connect with God today because God is in everything and everybody, right? That's one person. Another person may go to the extreme and fall in love with you because of how kind you are. And it's making me think of one of the agreements in the four agreements where it's like don't make assumptions, like where people might go into like, oh my God, that's my soulmate. And then there's the other side of the coin where some people are going to look at you as you're not trustworthy because they've kind of like jumped into the water of you and they've gotten lost and lost their own center because they were orienting towards your compass. And that's where you have to like have those boundaries. I feel like that's kind of the, I'm hearing like you lured me in and now you're cutting me off. I'm confused. And it probably feels like a bit of a push pull, but literally you've done nothing. You've not changed. That might be a family member. Let's be honest. Okay. We're kind of pulling a lot of different threads, bigger collectives, some individual people, and then family. Wow. We're really just going for it. Yeah. Maybe families like not trusting your energy right now because they think you're trying to manipulate them and you're just being you. Okay. Well, Spirit, I would love to give some final messages for the collective here about how their energy is being perceived. Okay. That's a lot of cards. I'm not taking all those cards. Just 1 to 2 cards. One. The one. And then at the bottom, the Starborn. You are being seen for you, but also like again with all those different threads that I brought in, it can go many different ways, right? Where people are seeing the pureness of you and might create stories around it in the way that, oh my God, you're my soulmate, or oh my God, I can't trust you. There's something dark and hidden underneath there. Ultimately, people are just you're honestly just purity, and so whatever people perceive in you is their own lens and their own reflection. I want to grab a Rumi card. Oh, where are my Rumi cards? Where are my... Okay, I have to go grab them. Give me 1 second, guys. All right, just to kind of wrap up this message, a message from Rumi for you in this energy, because I do want to name, like, it's kind of a lot to hold this. Not in a bad way, not that you're not capable, but there's a lot of pressure, it feels like. I can feel like this, like, you know, when you go underwater and like that pressure is there because you're so deep in it. Okay. Yeah, support from Rumi. one card, please. I heard like just be patient with the cards. Because exactly the right one. Is this one card? Two cards. Okay. Wow. The all-encompassing hand. I've not gotten this one yet. And then number 5, I surge on the uprising wave of love. Beautiful. I'm going to take a moment to read through these, and then I'm going to name the things that highlight them. Because it gets there's a lot to read. I just started reading the poem for the all-encompassing hand, and I just have to read it to you right now because of what I was already saying. You are the essence of my existence. Who am I? A mirror in your hand. Whatever you do, I will do. I am your irresistible reflection. With every breath, I feel my heart is beating with yours. In your joy, I am exuberant. In your sadness, I am in sorrow. If you are bitter, I become bitter. If you are grace, I become grace. My joy is when I am bewildered in your beauty and taste the sweetness of love on your lips. If I pick a rose without you, it becomes a thorn in my hand. If I am the thorn, I become the rose in your hand. Interesting. I'm going to name that this experience of yours with what this is saying is talking about loneliness. Perhaps you're in a need of reassurance, dearest one. Perhaps you have been feeling somewhat alone in the path or struggling with a matter deep within your precious, beautiful heart and speaking of it not of it to no one. Yeah. This has been very lonely. It's almost like people are perceiving you how they want to perceive you, but nobody's really asking you how you are. I'm really feeling you in that. And I want to know, how are you? Not the I'm good. Like, how are you really? And use this space. Comment, come join my community space. It's linked down below. Be around people that actually care. How are you? Because this is a big, and now I'm seeing like the cross. It's like there's a weight of everything with being in this energy. It's both. You can't have one or the other. This oracle comes to you as a hand of the divine. It is the all-encompassing hand, the hand that has no limitation upon the blessings it can bestow, upon the troubles it can lift from you, upon the tenderness it can communicate to you through sacred touch. Allow that divine hand to reach to you, beloved. Do not turn away. Do not let the old shame, guilt, or mistaken notions of false independence keep you from accepting this heavenly hand. The divine will reach out for you in meditations, your sleep, through prayers. It'll reach through you in life circumstances through the smile or hug you receive from another. This oracle comes with a particular message for you. There may be a situation or circumstance in your life that may feel you're somehow unable to solve it. This oracle comes with the reassurance that there's nothing beyond the reach of the divine hand of grace. All can be solved and all can be resolved. There's always a higher, better, and more beautiful outcome possible. All right. I surge on the uprising wave of love. My life can be summed up in 3 accounts. I was raw, I was cooked, and I was burned. I love that. Great forces of planetary movements affect us all. We experience day and night through the interplay of Earth, Sun, and Moon. This is a profound and obvious effect. The movements of the cosmos affect us deeply, body and soul. The fact that came out, I'm going to really name. I'm hosting an Eclipse portal, which is going to be August 12th through August 27th. It's going to be through my Patreon, which is linked down below. It's called The Inner Circle. This is a big moment, and I shared on my newsletter about this. I'll be emailing the next couple days, continuing that notion and that thread about it. It's going to be potent. I'm just going to set that there. And if you feel the desire to be held in that 2 weeks, come join. I made it limited seats. I might open up more. I was keeping it open, but there's something about like having a specific container. So limited spots. First come, first serve. Okay. Continuing. You are going through a cycle, or very soon will be, by which you will be moved by the forces greater than your own personal will. The fucking eclipse says. I can't make it up. This is a karmic period of a time which the movements of greater planetary bodies will have an impact on the earth and humanity. This is the way of things, greater cycles affecting smaller ones. The smaller ones not less important, but they do have to bow to the power of the great. Yeah, there's a shift coming for you. This oracle comes with a message to you. There are changes happening and they will be out of your control. This is because you are ready for an accelerated life change. That's what eclipses do, guys. This is because you are yeah. Rather than paddling, you'll be caught in a wave and move farther and faster. Let yourself surge on the up wave and be let yourself surge with the energy of what is happening, leading your heart and just going with whatever unfolds. This will bring you the best fortunate and opening up to the divine energy that is your birthright in this lifetime. It's time. Like, and I feel like this gap of loneliness that you've been feeling in this too, even though everybody's seeing you, and I feel like everybody's seeing your truest potential that you already are. And it's this matter of like embracing it. Okay. I'm going to leave this here. I have a few readings left open for the month of August, natal chart readings. Card readings are open too. I have a few left there. And I have one mentorship spot left. I feel called to name that too if anybody's interested. All right. I love you guys.